switching, the defenders need to at times, and it just gets to a big kerfuffle, and it can cause errors. So really good stuff from the attacks that both of these teams are putting together.
Well, here we are in game number 3. It is 1-1 in the series. The first 5 and cheat and shine here in our grand finals. It's been a long few weeks, a long weekend for them, and it's Bobalicious who won't take long to get the first on the board in game 3.
I'm going to need a second look at this. This looked like a fantastic finish from a tight angle as well. Not sure how this has beaten the keeper. No, it was just a straight up bicycle into the bottom corner. It looked like something a little extra happened on my first pass at it, but no. Just a well-executed shot for that opening goal. And Bobalicious will be happy about that.
To make it to the final third. Shots, well, they're a little bit far few in between. They're still in the lead, though.
Yeah, but only by 1 goal, and we know how dangerous that lead can be in rematch. Goal can be scored at any moment. Clearance away from Spikes. He isn't going to find anyone. Lurian goes into the middle! And well, it's not a 1-goal lead anymore. Finish into the bottom left hand.
And, you know, smart there. Just try to do something different. Knew he was potentially low on stam. Had a defender coming right into his crosshairs. And they said, let me get a try, but not trying.
It seems easy from a spectator's point of view, but I guarantee you it is not so from either side of the pitch right now, as this is going to be Negsy trying to close the gap. Nice move. Takes the shot and scores. What a beauty from Negsy. And it's going to be the first on the board here.
An absolute postage stamp of a shot after a fantastic bit of skill on the wing. Goodness gracious.
Cheat and Shine, just one of those teams that it can be unstoppable, it feels like, when Bobalicious is in the box and the ball is on its way to him.
Yeah, and look, that's another great finish, this time from Negsy.
That's brutal.
And that'll shut down the game as well. We only had sort of half a minute remaining, if not less. But that will be the mercy rule enacted, a 4th goal for Cheat and Shine.
It says now, Sunday League Legends, 2.5 minutes left to go. Game number 1, Explosion Max with a bit of room down the wing. Chip onto Peach. A little bit over his head. King Peach now back wall. Flame Wave's there, but Barry in better position yet again, able to take that one away, and the Beer Belly boys stay off the scoreboard. They've got a quick counterattack. Phoenix, nice pass to Jersey, back to Phoenix. He scores. What a beautiful play from Beer Belly boys, and they're the first on the board.
Way to win it.
Ooh. Good knockdown there from IDK, and this is going to be Vincentius again, trying to find some space. Nice move around Boris and Stormy as well. He's going to keep possession. Nice chip of the pass. There's the goal. What a beautiful play. Vincentius sets up Fede.
Line, and he'll head back the other way. Negsy all alone, looking to set up something, looking to start the offensive push. It's going to take a long diagonal ball. It's an interesting pass and a quick one to the penalty spot.
To Lolo, and again, Cheat and Shine will have another possession to try to find the first goal of the game. And here we go once more. Lolo again trying to creep into the zone. This time he'll play it on to Sleepy to Bobalicious, and it will get by the 2 defenders. And now an odd man break the other way. Colty has Silver with him. Cookie Cat looking to play the defense. Nice move from Colty. Scores. It's 9.5 minutes in overtime. It's Colty for Azure FC, and that's the heroic single effort I was looking for. A beautiful play from Colty to end this game in overtime.
That is wild, man. That is what, 3 goals?
That's going to be right into the waiting arms of Beauty Pie for Azure. Throws it off of Zassi, but it reaches its target in Tipsy now with 3:25 left to go in game number 3. Great pass score. It's Azure on the board first.
And how many times across the pond did we see that exact play Azure pulled off just now last week? And we saw that a few times, and it worked almost every single time. What a goal from Azure.
They're going to keep the ball moving, though. Grizzle's back to Puffy, looking for Wallaby, but Friend shuts it down.
Ooh, but look at
turnover, and that's just in the goal.
Wallaby Gangsta waiting. That ball drops out of the keeper's hands, and it's a quick punish. The looks were there time and time again for Finesse, and I mean, it's not the prettiest of goals, but they do get something for their efforts.
Yeah, it's not, hey, they don't have to be pretty, man, as long as...
To make it to the final third. Shots, well, they're a little bit far few in between. They're still in the lead, though.
Yeah, but only by 1 goal, and we know how dangerous that lead can be in Rematch. Goal can be scored at any moment. Clearance away from Spikes. He isn't going to find anyone. Lurian goes into the middle! And well, it's not a 1-goal lead anymore. Finish into the bottom left hand.
Traffic back to the keeper. Friend continues to move it. A5 with possession. Now over to Phoenix. 14 seconds left to go. Maybe a chance. But again, they're just going to bomb it back and forth as Friend looks to kill the remaining clock. Plays it back into his own net. And we're tied after everything we just went through. What in the world was that?
Oh, no.
Talk about Veta Yodstar over there. Does a great job when he gets in position, but Cheat and Shine, just one of those teams that it can be unstoppable, it feels like, when Bobalicious is in the box and the ball is on its way to him.
Yeah, and look, that's another great finish.
Game. And here we go once more. Lello again trying to creep into the zone. This time he'll play it on to Sleepy to Bobalicious, and it works out for him this time. Bobalicious finally able to make contact with one, and he goes bottom corner for the first of the game.
And with the first five's defensive adaptation, Cheat and Shine needed to adapt as well. And their adaptation, it's very hard to say adaptation a bunch of times in a row, but their adaptation was to come
With it, Sinez trying to keep that forward progression, but here it comes Insight. He has this opportunity once again. We saw it in the first game, playing it to the backboard. Well, game number 2, no difference, making that defender jump. And I mean, he was just boxed in on both sides and still managed to come out on top.
And Dran has had a bit of a rough series so far up to this point. Again, a player that I expect to...
Hold that thought. Shot on. Gonna go just high. Second look. And Barcode yet again able to track and stop a big shot. He's been massive so far this game. It feels like Total Football not utilizing that mid pitch nearly as much. Just a bit impatient. You see now they start to get back to their midfielder. Great rainbow from Gravity. Better pass to the shot on. That one's in. It's game 1 for Total Football.